starting from nothing.
Everything has a cost. Success has a cost. Failure has a cost.
I don't totally agree with you. Most of the time, what they don't have is money. And the reality is that the most important thing for you to have when you are starting out is not money. It is. Welcome to Inspire Adetunji once again. My name is Boyega Adetunji. So today I'm with Jason. Jason is an actor. Welcome on the podcast, Jason.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And believe me, the next one could be you. I could invite any of you that follow the channel and participate to come. Let's have a discussion. Today, I'm going to be talking about and discussing about starting from nothing. A lot of people think that starting or being successful is a function of where you already are. But I believe that for most people, they start from nothing and they get themselves to where they want to be. And a lot of people now wonder, okay, if I have nothing, if I'm at zero, how do I get to where I want to go, which is 100? I believe that you can start from nothing and be everything you want to be.
That's very true. And there's something that struck me in one of your videos where you said everything has a cost. That success has a cost, failure has a cost. And then I wanted to ask, what about inaction? Inaction based on the fact that you have nothing, so you can't even start.
I'll say that I don't totally agree with you. Today, there are about 52, 53 million millionaires in the world. And about 80% of them are self-made. When you say self-made, it means that they started from nothing. In fact, not just starting from nothing, but most of the time, a lot of them actually started from very impossible situations and positions. Today, I was talking to someone, a friend, who is today attained very high political, position in the country. And then he was talking about himself, to other people. And then he was like, oh, he became orphaned at 25. His mom died at about 21. And then he became orphaned at 25, which means lost both parents. And such a person has brought himself from that place, from that position, to become who he is today. Successful in every sense of it. Wealthy in every sense of it. From nothing. And I'll take my own personal example. So when I was in school, because I'm someone that always believe in dreams. I always believe, oh, I want to be this, I want to get to this point, I want to get to this place. And then I started pursuing it. And I started by doing printing. What was I doing in printing? So, it was in the university. So a lot of fellowships, a lot of people want to do printing jobs, for politics and everything. So I'll go around to people that are, oh, I can do this job for you. Then take the job and go to town. I was in OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University. Then go to town, look for printers that can do the job for me and give it to them and make a margin. And I was doing that. So I started doing that. So I'll get the job, give it to a printer, and then start making money. Then after some time, I started printing my own job. So I started printing bookmarks with motivational words, come up with them myself, give it to the printer. They were printing them, and then I was selling them in front of female hostels. I was doing that in my school. And then I was doing it. I was going to University of Ibadan to sell these things. I started creating money from it while I'm still doing the other one, getting things from people and all of that. I started doing this bit by bit, to the point where I was able to gather some money. And then I started the business center in school. So I had computer, I had photocopiers and all of that, So I was doing job for people, photocopying job, projects for students and all of that, developing it from there. bit by bit. To the point where I told myself that I want to be selling cars. And then I went out. Of course, I didn't have money to buy the first car. And I went out to convince someone, I sell car, I can sell you a car. And then, of course, the person gave money. And then I went to Cotonou. In those years, in those days, it was Cotonou. And then the person was convinced, gave money, collected the money, went to Cotonou, buy the car, and then made a margin. And then put that one down. Then start doing it, convince the next person, oh, I bought car for this person, I bought this car for this person, convince the next person, start getting your money. Bit by bit by bit by bit by bit, till I was able to get money to be able to buy one car that is my own. I'll shock you. Today, because I still sell cars, today I have a car that is about $500,000, one single car. It's a bulletproof, it's an armored car.
Wow.
You understand? This is today, over almost 30 years after when I started talking to someone to do that. The problem is that we want to start from where we want to get to. And it's not possible. Life is about precepts. It's about time. So you must start from nothing, but you are not starting from nothing because you are starting with a vision of where you want to get to. So as long as you have that vision that this is what I want to go, you are not starting from nothing. Most of the time, when people say they have nothing, they are gauging that nothing in terms of money. And that's where we're wrong. And the reality is that money is not the first thing. In fact, I tell people that money is the easiest thing to make because it follows principle. The most important thing for you to have when you are starting out is not money. It is a vision of what you want, where you want to go. And that vision is what you now follow through. And that was what I did in that place. So I said, okay, I've been doing this thing. I think I love to sell cars. I know some people that goes to Cotonou to buy car. I want to do it. And then I start talking to people. In fact, what I did was, print business card, AAA Motors, that I sell cars. And then I started talking to people. Of course, the person that I bought the first car from me wasn't the first person I told. There had been a lot of rejection. There had been a lot of, we'll get back to you. But you have to keep persisting. So 2 things that I'll point out from this. If you think you're starting from nothing, you're not starting from nothing. Have a clear vision of what you want. And then you have to be persistent. And then, most importantly, for you to be successful in anything, that is one trait that I find that is prevalent in almost everybody. You have to be a good salesperson. You must be able to sell yourself. You must be able to convince someone to to buy whatever you're selling. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, sir. Can I ask, what is AAA Motors? Is it still existing?
Yes, definitely, of course. So AAA Motors is just my name. It's just acronym of my name is Adeboye Adebowale Adetunji. So AAA. So it's just the AAA Motors, just coining from it, and all of that. So and it's still existing till today. It's the same name I'm using. I even remember and recollect, when I started. So after the person even bought the car, of course I was supposed to give the person receipts, and I didn't have receipts. So I now went home. My dad also used to sell motorcycle and all of that, and then he used to sell cars, and then has his own establishment. So he had receipts. So I now went to I remember that I used to see those receipts in the house. So I went to pick one of them. That was what I wrote for that person. So the point is that when you are starting out, everything will not come out fully formed. But as you go on the journey, you keep adapting, you keep evolving, you keep telling yourself that, I need to do this now. This is the next thing, until you get to that place, until you get to that vision. When you think you are starting from nothing, you are not starting from nothing. All you lack at that point will be money. And money is the least thing. Because what I believe and I tell people is this: if you have the right vision, you also have a vision that will generate that money for you, of how to get that money. You want to start a business. I need 1 million naira to start this business. And you don't have it, but you have a fantastic vision. Then how can you get it? Then you think of, okay, who do I talk to? Who is the one person that I know that can give me 1 million?
Mm.
Who are the two people that I know that I can talk to that can give me 500,000 each? Who are the 4 people that I know that can give me 250,000 each? Who are the 10 people that I know that can give me 100,000 each? Who are the 20 people that I know that can give me 50,000 each? Write their names down and then start talking to them. Bit by bit, you might not get all the money there, but you start moving ahead. So you're not starting from nothing. You have your vision, you have the dream. And then as long as you are working towards it, believe me, you'll get it. You'll get there.
So, sir, what I've learned from the nuggets of wisdom you just dropped is that all you had was a vision, and you didn't wait for life to happen. You took action.
Exactly.
People that think they have nothing, so is not a good reason for them not to act on the vision that they have. So having nothing, having a vision is enough for you to take action. And so this is a mind opener for me. I look forward to knowing more about your journey and
Also, as a part of the journey of starting from nothing, I have this principle of success. And I said that this principle is infallible. There are 3 things that are involved in it. Number 1 is vision. You must have a vision of what you want. And of course, that vision goes hand in hand with a plan.
the plan.
Then, number 2 is hard work. You must put in the work, pursuing that vision, day in, day out. And then number 3 is time, because everything takes time. Success takes time. And that is where a lot of people get it wrong. Because, okay, when you're starting out, you have the vision, you want to pursue this thing, you are doing it, you expect to be successful by next year. No, it doesn't work that way. You expect to be successful in 2 years' time. No, it doesn't work that way. And that's where a lot of people give up. You must understand that time is one of the most important ingredients and factors in success. It means that you must be ready and willing to give it time. So as you are working on the vision, as you are pursuing it, you are building it, time is counting, time is going. One day you get that break, and that break, you don't know when it will be. So I tell people that we need to give, for you to be successful at anything, you need to give yourself a 10-year horizon. Go and look at anybody that you know their name today in whatever field that are successful. And that's why people think that there's any overnight success. When you hear this person talking to you today, oh, he's become this today, the least that you find is that they have been at that thing minimum 10 years minimum. So a lot of us just heard about Sam Altman, when this AI, open AI thing just came out and all of that. And we'll think that, oh, it's someone that is new. But when you research and learn about, you know that this is somebody that has been a veteran in Silicon Valley. So for everything, when you are starting from nothing, have a clear vision of what you want, of where you want to go. Put in the hard work. Strive. There will be a lot of failures along the way, undoubtedly. But the point is that those failure is not you failing. It's you learning. It's part of the process. There cannot be success without failure. So you fail a whole lot along the way. And that's why I believe that one needs to start early so that you fail a lot early. And you are learning, You end this one, you say, oh, I started my first business at 16. They fail, but they learn. By the time they are getting to 26, they have become successful because time has been built. So you must understand as you go on, putting in the work, there'll be a lot of failure. And that's where resilience comes in, not giving up. A lot of people give up along the way. And that's why they don't get to the desired end that they want, which is success. As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe there's anybody in this time and generation that is starting from nothing. Almost everybody have a mobile phone. You have access to the internet, no matter how small your mobile phone is. So you're not starting from nothing. You are starting from something. And the most important thing for you to start with is the vision of what you want. Because with the vision, the money will come. The money is the least. If you follow the principles of success, even as you think you're starting from nothing, you will get to where you want to get to. You will achieve that vision if you don't give up along the way. And that is what I believe that's inspired Adetunji. And that's why I always say that you can. If you think, you can. Thank you so much for being around so being JFM.